Hi, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm here to do the Aquarius energy reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts below the video in the description box. We're going to get started with your reading with the Archangel Power Tarot cards and see what are the most important messages for Aquarius energy. Now, you could actually have Aquarius as whatever birth chart position you're watching about, have interest in a person who has a zodiac sign Aquarius, or just love all the readings I do. Thank you. Okay, this reading will be 100% in English. But you'll also find Spanish readings in this channel as well. So thank you so much for the growth on the channel. It's all about getting the messages out and helping our peeps to navigate life situations. Life is going to happen, baby. I'm hearing life is going to happen. And, it's all about what we do with what we're given. I'm also hearing for you specifically that, things are not always fun, but they are always rewarding. But it's always going to depend on how you respond. Your response to situations is so important. So let's see what the Archangel's message is for you at this time for your empowerment. What's the most important message here for Aquarius energy, please? And thank you. We're looking for one. That's perfect. And we have the Four of Raphael. It says, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. It is Four of Cups energy. So the Four of Raphael is here. This card, because she is on the beach right there, is giving me the energy of the footprints in the sand. Some of you have a painting or some sort of piece of artwork on your wall about the footprints in the sand. If you've never heard of it, you might read it. It could be very comforting for you right now. But they're saying seek out other possibilities. And one of the messages that wants to come through real strong for you right now is what Spirit told me when I was learning tarot. Spirit taught me the meanings of the tarot cards, just so you know. And one of the things they showed me was the Four of Cups is about, whatever energy you receive it in is going to expand. So if you're doing stuff you want to do, that's going to get bigger. It's going to, even if you lose the desire for that specific thing, it'll take you to something that also you want to do. It could just be a stepping stone, right? Which is awesome, because that goes very much with the seek out other possibilities message that it has written there plainly on the card. But if you're doing things that you don't like, you're not enjoying, it's like doing it under duress or because they want you to, not necessarily because you want to. There's the energy there of, you can change your mind. You can change your mind, because that feeling of unpleasantness, I heard of disgust, is just going to keep growing as long as you keep forcing yourself to do what you don't want to do, is the way it's coming through. So there's that energy there, forcing the self to do things that you don't want to do. This life is not, the life is long enough to be happy if we choose it. And so there's this energy here of choosing a more fulfilling path. So let's get a message for you. I'm seeing the Sacred Traveler Oracle for you. So let's see, what else do we have in this Aquarius energy? Most important messages for Aquarius at this time, please, and thank you. Thank you for doing all the YouTube things. That helps the growth on the channel. And, these messages are only as good as the ones that get to watch them, right? They're here to assist in the energies for the ones who watch them. So let's see, what do we have for Aquarius? Most important message for Aquarius. Thank you. This is unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. I'm hearing, but you don't always feel like it. It doesn't always feel like it. It's uncomfortable when you get someplace you've never been before. But if you've got dreams, if you've got goals, where you have things you'd like to accomplish in your life, getting into that place of unknown territory is a necessity. You can't get where you've never been if you don't go where you've never gone, and that is uncomfortable. That doesn't necessarily feel pleasant, but it is a necessity. It is necessary. Okay, apparently we're going to be using the Enchanted Tarot deck for your spread, whatever spirit guides. So they said go ahead and take those out. But before we do that, for you, I'm feeling the Divine Energy Oracle. Okay. So let's get a message from this first. We'll set those aside. All right. So for Aquarius, what is the most important message for Aquarius at this time? Remember, this message is timeless. So it doesn't matter if it was just produced or just turned up on your timeline, or you're scrolling through my channel, looking through all the videos, and this one called to you. It's timeless in its nature, and spirit is nonlinear, and therefore can deliver the messages for all time, space, and dimension. And that's what's happening here. So I'm connecting to people who will watch this at different times, and it's perfect for you right now. Yeah, because it's interesting how the preserving of the message through the video makes it right now, whenever you're watching it. And some of you will feel something from this reading that makes you come back to it time and time again. What's the most important message here for Aquarius? You know what message you're building in this reading? What is it? It says, live your soul, not a role. This is definitely speaking to me that there's something here. It's like there's people or some person in specific. There's some energy in your life that wants you to do what they want you to do. And I see I'm hearing going against the grain. You're going against the grain. Maybe you're a people pleaser by nature. Yeah, I see that. You're a people pleaser by nature, and you have been working to become more a pleaser of yourself in this. It's like you found, like, man, people pleasing ain't getting me nowhere, but unhappy. I can't keep doing this. It is very unsatisfying. I don't want to keep pleasing everybody else and leaving myself out in the cold, is the way I heard it. Pleasing everyone else and leaving myself out in the cold is not the way for you moving forward. You're not going to do that. So let's see what tarot spread is going to give Aquarius the perfect answers. These are all different tarot spreads that I have collected. Some of them are my own originals, but I've decided to put them on cards so that I don't use the same spread all the time, and so that spirit can help guide which spread has the perfect message for you right now, Aquarius. Which is a perfect spread. Let's subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Which spread has the perfect message for Aquarius delivered today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I have one card, please? Are you going to give me one, or do I have to reach in and pull one? Oh, you're going to have to reach in and pull one. They literally said because Aquarius has to reach in and pull something. Aquarius, it's about you taking the action. Don't wait for don't just wait for whatever is going to drop in your lap, for whatever others have decided for you. This is about you taking a decisive action in the path of what feels better for you. And I see where you have a decision to make. It's like, do your meditation thing. What do you do for meditation? Do that, okay? Get yourself into a nice neutral place where you're just, you're feeling spiritually connected, but you're not angry, you're not overly excited, you're just very in a meditative state, they're saying. And then consider one option. If I take that option that's in front of me, this is what could happen. Play out the visualization of what can happen in your life, okay? And then you might make some notes or mental notes or literal notes about what you saw in that meditation. And then go back to neutral and meditate on the other option that's weighing on your mind. And you can do this for as many options as you have to. But again, follow that path. If I do this, then that's likely to happen. This could happen. The other could happen. Is this what I really want to do? How do I really feel going down that path? You can do it mentally. You can do it mentally with as many options as you need to. The only thing we encourage you is to go back to neutral before you do it. You might not even do it all on the same day. You might do a meditation on this day and then a meditation on another option the next day. Or you might do it all on the same day. Whatever works best for you. But they're saying if you visualize and meditate on what the possibilities are, that will help you make a decision for yourself, because they're saying for you, decisive action is necessary. In other words, this is not a time for you to say, well, what do you think I should do? No, not at all. This is a time for you to consider, what do I think I should do? What feels best to me? And if you're having difficulty with that, there's a little technique that can help you. So we have choices and their consequences. How perfect is the spread for what we have been channeling about? I did not peek at this. As you saw, it all happened right here on camera. It's a 3-card spread. Thank goodness, because these are really large cards. So it says choices and their consequences. Our first position is the choice that is being made. The second position is the consequence of the choice. And the third position is what's important to consider. So some of you, I'm hearing, will want to pause this video and come back to it after you've made a choice. Okay? Make sure you come back to it. I heard share it to your own text messages. That way you can find it again easier. Some of you know how to use playlists on YouTube. You can add it to a playlist so you can find it again easier. But I heard share it to a text message to self. That way you can locate the reading and come back and get the information once the choice has been made. Okay, there's our first card out, the second card, and third card. And let's see the bottom of the deck energy, please. And it's the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, speaking of conflict, a challenge, a battle. This is a battle with you inside yourself or with someone else. This is what to do, what to do, what to do. I hear even feeling like, I'm hearing you can't please all the people all the time. So there's this energy, if I do this, they're not going to like it. If I do that, they're not going to like it. And there's somebody who's there so we have 2 people in this card. Usually there's 5 people all with their own one. But I feel like there's a person close to you who strongly has a very strong opinion about what you should do, but you not necessarily in agreement with their opinion about what you should do. Okay. So let's see, what choice are you making? If you've decided you wanted to pause, and now we're going to pick up, if you decide you want to pause to make a decision for yourself, let's go into the rest of this. Now, with the choice that is being made, we have the 4 of Hearts, and that is the 4 of Hearts. And right now it's saying, I don't want that. That's not what I want. I want to choose what I want. I'm going to choose from my heart what I want. That's the choice you're making. You're making a heart-based decision, something that feels right to you. I see, and it's interesting, the energy of these 2, these are the same energy, but the imagery is very different in them. In this 4 of Raphael, 4 of Cups energy, she's even looking very much in contemplation. She's looking down. In the other, the hearts are going up from her. Her head is raised and her crown is on. So I see 2 different energies in this. So the choice you're making is based off of, what do you truly desire? What does your heart want? And I love that she's even, the center of this heart is black. So they're showing me a grounded energy. She's in a kneeling position, which is letting me know that the spiritual work is that you're choosing for yourself. You're making the decision for yourself, not based off of what this person right here wants to put in your ear. Okay. That's important in life overall. Like, no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be with you. That person on some way, on some day, is going to go away, and you'll be left with you. So it's important for you to make a choice that satisfies you, because you're the one that's going to live the consequences and repercussions of the choices that you make, just like we say in the intro to the video, right? So let's look at what is the consequence of your choice. The Four of Wands comes out for you, and I love that energy. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of being firmly on your path and feeling it. This is living the new energy. This is living the new life. This is actually very gorgeous. A recognition is in this. You know, traditional meanings of this card is, wow, interesting. Interesting. Uh, First off, traditional meanings of this card. This is the reception after the wedding. But what I'm seeing is actually you're going to end up praised. So even though you could have somebody in your ear saying this is what you need to do, this is the best thing for you, they're deciding that they know what's best for you. I just feel like there's still support. You're going to find welcoming support for the choice that you make for yourself. Yeah. For somebody, this is specifically speaking about, a connection, a friendship, or choosing to move in with somebody where you're gonna move, about a career path, about a new routine, about where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do and who you're gonna do that with. Yeah, that's what I see. So let's see what's important for you to consider. And our third card is the Prince of Hearts. What's important for you to consider is, see these hearts that are coming out from her, is like this is where your heart is calling you to. These are resonating with this Prince of Hearts energy. What's important for you to consider in this? The Prince of Hearts for me always indicates spiritual guidance. It's like spirit is calling you. The reason why you can't just go with what somebody is telling you is because you have this soul calling. You have something calling to your spirit, something calling to your soul saying, this is what I want to do. This is what I choose for me. I don't choose for me what they said. I don't choose for me what they see. I choose for me, and this is what I choose for me. Interesting. So I want to pull now a WTF card. What the frequency is going on here? Let's find out. What is happening here in this Aquarius energy? Again, some of you, you're starting a new career path. I heard 4-year college. Somebody's going to go to a 4-year college. Okay, I just saw that clearly. Yeah. But as you making this choice that is heart led, that is spiritually guided by your soul, the important thing for you to consider is that spirit is guiding you. It's pulling you. Your soul is calling you in this direction. This is what you really want to do. It creates this energetic alignment to the Four of Wands. The Four of Hearts creates the energetic alignment to the Four of Wands, which is the being on the new path, which is the celebrated moment, which is the recognition, which is the big party. This is yay energy. Yay. Yeah, so in choosing what you want, you're going to choose. Some of you are 4-year college. Some of you, you're going to choose to move into a new place. Some of you are going to choose to have this new relationship. Some of you are going to choose this new routine. You're going to choose something that is going to set a new stable foundation for the days, months, and years to come. I see that this is going to be long term. This is going to change the way life goes. Okay. Let me see what the frequency is going on here in this Aquarius energy. Give me one card, please, and thank you. Oh, really? Do I have to pick again for Aquarius, or are you being funny right now? They're saying we're being funny right now because that card came out just as I asked the question. And gambling. Whoa. Okay, so this is about you taking a risk on something. Again, could exactly be why this person, they're well-meaning. I don't see bad intention there. But there's this energy of whatever this risk you're taking. Somebody could be like, oh, that's risky. It's a risky venture. Some of you, this new start, this new routine, this new thing you're starting is about starting your own business. Somebody's opening their own location. And the Four of Wands is coming through as the celebrating of, hey, this is my new business. This is my new location. This is where I'm going to be now. You're, this is about you beginning to offer your services for your own account instead of working for that company anymore. It's risky, whatever it is. It is risky. And so this is why somebody is concerned, And the thing is, this is why a lot of times when you make big life decisions, it's best to just keep it to yourself until it's done. That way you can't have anybody else's resistance thrown onto your path. Because what happens is when you tell this person, this well-meaning person who loves you, who wants the best for you, about your great idea, your risky plan, but you know it's a great idea. You know you've been spiritually led to do this. That what happens is all the recollections they've had of the other people that have tried something like this, all the what could go wrongs come up, all the places where they don't believe that something like that could actually work, any place where they tried stuff that didn't work, all the horror stories they heard, it gets dredged up, it comes up, then they want to talk about it. And what happens is it activates it in the conversation. So, you know, it's best in a situation to not talk about it with anyone else. This person could be very well meaning, right? And maybe you've already said too much, because I just heard said too much, and it came from some song, I'm not sure. But anyways, the point is, you know, you are taking a risk, but you're taking a guided risk, and it's calling on your soul, and this is you going to do something that you've never done before. It makes you very uncomfortable, but in the uncomfortable zone is where all your dreams live. If they lived in your comfort zone, they'd be done. So let's see what spirit animal is here with you as you're going through this major life change, taking this risk. Perfect. We have the frog. And as soon as I saw the word frog, the reason it's perfect is because the frog jumps. You're going to make a huge jump in this. You're going to make a huge jump. And they're showing me from one stone to the next, from one rock to the next. You're going to make a jump over a situation that could be very emotionally like challenging, right? It says feminine energy, creation, fecundity. Let's look up the word fecundity because I don't know that word. So if I don't know that word, there's a total of possibility that you don't know that word. So let's look up fecundity. The definition, fecundity. It says the ability to produce an abundance of offspring or new growth, fertility. And it also says the ability to produce many new ideas. So what you're doing here is unknown territory because it's different. It's a new idea. It's outside of the box. It's not what's been done before. And so, of course, it's going to challenge people's ability to accept it. It's going to challenge your own reality as well as this well-meaning person over here who has some opinions, right? It says the frog is a creature of water and has been associated with new life. In Egypt, frogs were placed on mummies to facilitate rebirth. The abundance of frogs at the time of the annual Nile flood also associated them with fecundity. In South America, the Orinoco people considered the frog to be lord over water, a feminine symbol, and did not kill them. Among Native American peoples of North America, the frog has been associated with the moon, which is also a feminine symbol. One story tells of a frog jumping into the moon where it rules for eternity. And I just saw when I said that, when I read that some of you are creating a business that is going to stand longer than you're going to live. That's what I heard. They're showing me to go ahead and use the Cozy Witch Tarot to pull some more messages for you about this situation. Let's see what else we have for you. Also, I'm being guided to, before we even get into this one, they said to use the Divine Feminine Oracle and see what Divine Feminine energy is here to support you, especially with all that feminine energy coming off of that frog card. So let's get some shuffles on this for Aquarius. What is the most important message for Aquarius? Which Divine Feminine energy is here to support Aquarius as they take this leap of faith and they take this gamble, they take this risk into unknown territory so that they can live their soul, not a role. Somebody here, I see you. Yeah, I see you rejecting in this Aquarius energy. You are rejecting what others have decided you should do, be, and do or be, and you are doing or being what your soul is guiding you to do, which is gonna frequently, more often than not, cause some upset in the people that don't freaking get it. So can we have one Divine Feminine energy for Aquarius, please? And thank you. One for Aquarius. I was about to ask again. Do I need to pick it again? Okay, and then as soon as I was fixing my mouth to ask the question, and I just hear spirit laughing. I hear laughing. Ha ha ha. They think it's so freaking hilarious. Okay. They're finding this entertaining. So let's see what you have. You have Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. Oh, yeah. Whatever this is you're doing, I'm seeing like it's challenging people because you're going to be the rarity. This is like somebody who's moving to a place where they're the only one. Like there's no family support there. Or maybe moving to a place that is heavily saturated with an ethnicity that is not yours and you're the rarity, or going into a field or an arena of some sort of industry or some sort of place where the beliefs are not in harmony. You are the different one. You stand out like a sore thumb. You stand out like a black sheep. You stand out. You are not from there. You are not like them. You are different. I'm hearing, but you trust that spirit has guided you to do this. You trust. And it's like, maybe you'll understand the importance of being the odd one out. Maybe you understand the importance of being the only one there to be or do this, what you're being or doing. It's like somebody's got to do it. If nobody else is here is doing it, well, I know how. Let me go do it, right? It's like, I just heard somebody here, you come from a Christian background, and I just heard it say, God, send me, use me, so you can have that. You can have that energy where you're saying, use me, send me. Let's get a message from the ancestor before we move forward with the tarot. It's calling. You have some ancestor energy that wants to come through for you in this Aquarius. Let's see, what do we have for Aquarius energy? We're going to put some shuffles on this. But yes, you are in love with the idea, with your purpose, with your life, with yourself, with another person, with this house, with this place, with this opportunity that is here for you. You know what you don't want, and so you know what you do want, and you're making a bold decision to choose what you do want, which is making somebody uncomfortable. It makes somebody uncomfortable because they're saying, and I heard, and on some level, it's making a part of you uncomfortable as well, because like I said, you're in unknown territory. You've never done this before. I don't know nothing about what's going to happen, how this is going to go, what I'm going to run into, how I'll be accepted. Stuff like that is coming up. Let's see what ancestor message is here for you, Aquarius. Can you just give us one card and not make jokes about it this time? Let's see. One card for Aquarius energy, please. Thank you. Oh, no, they're not making jokes, but they did give me two. We have the Singer and the Moon coming out. Okay. They're telling me to keep the Singer card and put the Moon back, but they want you to know that this is about a new cycle in your life, and you're making the decision intuitively. Okay, so somebody here, you could be choosing a career in singing. You could be deciding that you're going to perform. We have the voice, using your voice, something that makes your heart sing, if not actual literal singing. So let's see what we have with the Singer energy. Somebody here, they don't, I just get like, they don't think that you can make it this way because, there's so many people that try that and it doesn't work for them. And let's see what the book says. We have the ability to emit a remarkable array of sounds, starting with speech and all of the variations and intonations that a spoken language demands. Although several other animals also express through their voice in some manner, the human voice is characterized by a wide range of possible expressions depending upon the volume, pitch, inflection, and other characteristics. This range of possibilities becomes even more apparent with singing. Singing depends on four mechanisms: the lungs, which supply the air; the larynx, which acts as a reed or vibrator; the chest, head cavities, and skeleton, which function as an amplifier; and the tongue, which works with the palate, teeth, and lips to articulate and form the sound that comes forth. Aside from the technical description of the mechanics involved, singing can express any mood you're feeling, at times coming from a deep and soulful place, giving voice to emotions that can't be expressed in other ways. It's a direct window into our soul, one we can tap into anytime we choose. Sing as if no one is listening is an adage that is appropriate whether you sing by yourself, with a group, or to an audience. The self consciousness you may feel when you sing or attempt to sing, fostered by shame that most likely was embedded early in childhood, physically restricts your vocal cords, constricts your breathing, tightens your muscles, and inhibits the range of your voice. The result is when you attempt to sing, your inner critic jumps in to chastise you. This reinforces the already existing shame you feel at such self expression. The barriers that were constructed in childhood and maintained through adulthood can now be dissolved. However, it will take your willingness to do what's necessary to lose that well rehearsed self consciousness. Start by singing in the shower, singing when no one's around. Then take a few voice lessons. With or without a musical instrument, make songs up just as an uninhibited child would do. Over time, you'll find that singing regularly increases your confidence when speaking as well. And your breathing will improve even when you're not singing. Most of all, have fun with this and remember to call on this ancestor to support your efforts. All right. So singing, baby, that's where it's at for you. Let your voice rip. It's going to boost your confidence. And you know what? It's funny because first in my training, Spirit trained me for this. I was spiritually guided, much like this. Spiritual, oh wow, this could totally pertain to my spiritual training. They just showed it to me. What happened was I got this gotta take a dump urge that I have to do an open mic. I have to practice my channeled speaking on an open mic. I had been doing readings here on YouTube and stuff like that, but I was called to the open mic. So for a solid year, I had the deepest passion for open mic speaking. I wouldn't prepare a script because I don't do that on YouTube either. And so I would get up and I would speak. The sets ranged from 5 minutes to 7 minutes. I think the longest I ever did one was for 15 minutes. And it worked. After that, the following year, and it was right on New Year's Eve where it began. The following year, a 2-year-long obsession with karaoke came up. And let me tell you, I went from shaking nerves, a bag of shaking nerves, to so confident. And it actually has been so influential in my personal purpose and life journey, especially with this channel, because y'all know I sing on this channel all the time, right? So let's see what else wants to come out in this message, okay, for you. And since we're talking about some sort of life challenge here that's coming up, I want to go ahead and I'm going to use the 9-card spread that Spirit showed me earlier, yesterday actually, that I would be using. So let's see. We'll let the first card fall and then we'll just take them off the top. What's the situation? Please and thank you. From the time the first card falls, these cards will be in perfect order. Thank you. Or not fall. We have the 9 of Swords as the situation. The 2 of Pentacles in your physical experience. We have in your emotional experience, the Patient Witch, which is Hangman energy. In your mental experience, you have the 9 of Wands. In your spiritual position, we have the 2 of Wands. In your environment, you have physically the 5 of Swords. You have emotionally the 4 of Pentacles. You have mentally in your environment the Queen of Cups. And in your environment, spiritually, you have judgment. Okay, so this is very clear. We're going to go ahead and use singing since that came out from the ancestor messages. The Seven of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. It says, nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. The Seven of Pentacles is a long-term investment. This is something you're going to work on for a long time. This is something you're vested in. This is something you dedicate yourself to. This is not for an immediate gratification thing. This is something that's going, this is like deciding that you're going to grow a fruit tree in your yard and waiting for that fruit tree to yield its fruit and tending to it and taking care of it all the way through. Yeah. So in this situation with the Nine of Swords, the clock is at 3 a.m. You could awaken at 3 a.m. with the strongest calling on your soul. I see someone who has awakened at 3 a.m. with the strongest calling on your soul to do that. Make that happen. But it's like, oh my God, I don't think I could do it. I'm so scared. I don't know if I can. Worried. What if it goes wrong? Again, it's risky, right? It's taking a gamble. This is not where you've been before. This is not what you've done before. And maybe you do it really different, I'm getting very much so because we have the singer energy here. I'm getting Alanis Morissette energy. Her voice is so different, right? Her voice is so different. It doesn't sound like anyone else's. Her and Shakira in Spanish, right? They both have this very unique sound that they produce from their throat. So there's this energy here of being so unique and so different, yet having this passion that desires to come through you and not understanding that your uniqueness and difference is what's going to, set it off for you. This is it. That's why Spirit is calling you. Yeah. Physical experience here, the Two of Pentacles. Basically, what I'm seeing happening here, look, this is a major life change for you. It's something that your spirit has been waiting. It's like emotionally, you've wanted to do this for so long. You've been waiting for an opportunity. You got an opportunity now. You do have an opportunity now. But it's like, you're wondering if you've got the skills. You're wondering if you're good enough. But you made a decision. I'm getting, even a long time ago, you could have made a decision that, hey, I really want to do this at some point in my life. But there's this memory, there's this thing, and it's like there's somebody around you. For a lot of you, it's going to be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, right? And there's somebody around you who just doesn't agree with you. I feel like they feel like, if you're going to do this, I'm not going to go support you. I won't be there. Oh, well, thanks. I heard, oh, well, thanks. It'll be better if they're not there. If you don't feel that way, you need to realize that them not showing up is even better. Like, yay, that's great. The last thing you need is somebody who doesn't believe in you in the audience watching you do your thing, right? This person feels like you should be at home. You should be more private. You should be more conservative. This person feels like you should keep it to yourself. You shouldn't be doing that in front of everybody else. This person thinks that, you're honestly, this person, I feel like they think that you're going to embarrass yourself, or they think that you're going to make a fool of them in some sort of way, that they'll be embarrassed. But here's the thing. They know that you're not doing this for them. They know you're doing it for yourself. Whatever this is, you're doing it for yourself. They don't have to like it. But this person wants you to make them happy. They want you to do the thing that will satisfy them. Again, your people pleaser energy is coming up and being challenged at this time. But you do have the Judgment card here. Of all these tarot cards in this 9-card spread, you have two major arcanas, which is the Hangman energy, here called the Patient Witch, and the Judgment card. A new perspective is needed. This is a judgment on yourself. If you find yourself on your deathbed knowing that you did what they wanted you to do and not what your soul called you to do, that you finally have the opportunity to do, you will not be satisfied, is what I'm seeing. And you know it. I'm hearing, and you know it. You know that would be very upsetting. So there's this energy in this of, you made a decision. Your decisions decide your future here. Nothing else, the Two of Wands says. Yeah. And, you've waited for this long enough. This is something that is going to change your life. You've got the skills and abilities, and the worry is aligning. So the Nine of Swords is aligning to the energy of the Nine of Wands. As you face your fears, your nerves, and your anxieties about this divinely inspired idea, where Spirit has called on your heart to fulfill this, you're going to find that all the difficulties of life and all the experiences you had were the perfect training for you to be successful in this, to carry this out. And this is something you'll do for a long time. Yeah, somebody could be making a total career switch. I'm hearing from accounting to lounge singer. That's a big fucking difference, but you always wanted to do it. So here you go. Fire away, baby. This is a huge leap. I'm so excited for you in this energy. Yeah, I love it. I'm hearing we're going to get you one final message and close your reading out. And in this one, what I'm seeing for you is the I identify as a badass woman affirmation cards. Yeah, that's the card deck I feel for you. So let's get you one final, most important message from this deck of cards for your Aquarius energy. What do we have for the ones watching? What's the most important guidance that you can offer at this time, please? And thank you. One card, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. And it says, bad girls don't keep diaries. We're too busy having fun. Yeah, somebody's going to see you as being a bad girl because here you go doing it. Yeah. You're going to go ahead and do what you feel guided to. Somebody's not going to agree with you. Look at you being a freaking rebel. This is what I have for you. You're going to enjoy this. You're going to love this. And it's interesting because she's got a guitar. She does have a guitar. I'm telling you, somebody here, you're going to be a singer. Maybe you're going to be a singing guitarist. But this is what I have for you at this time in this Aquarius energy. Thank you for all the YouTube things that support the growth on this channel. Love donations and personal consultations information is below the video in the description box. I would love to hear about all your successes. I read every comment that I get. I still get enough that I can read them all. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out. Mwah.